I'll give you an update on Isyum. There's a city in Ukraine called Isyum. Izyum. Isyum. They blew up schools there. They blown up health clinics. There's been shelling, airborne assaults. They do it at night, said a welder called Mykola Shepashnik, who lives in a village called Hiroshuvaka. So I guess that's by Isyum because, okay, so the planes fly low. They were bombing so slowly, not in a rush. For 3 weeks, there was no civilization. The city was brought to ruins. Said Vladimir Matsikin, the deputy mayor of Izyum. Izyum's mayor, Valery Marchenko, estimates that some 20,000 human souls are still trapped inside the city. People have been hiding in shelters for the past few weeks. They're getting sick and dying, and you can't bury them. There are a lot of people under the rubble of big buildings. The situation is critical. There's no electricity, no water, no heat, no telephone signal. It's genocide in our city, just genocide. The Russians won't let us send in supplies. They're begging us to help them, begging us to evacuate them, begging us for food and medicine. They say that there's a lot of injured people, including children. There was one civilian bus that was shot up big time. Apparently, Sloviansk is going to become the center of the war, and you have a whole bunch of other shit that's happening. In Sumy, you see satellite images from March 14th that show the damage to the buildings and a train station in the southern city of Mykolaiv. Heavy shelling erupted on Friday evening. Active hostilities near Guryivka. So that's the update in Izyum. Apparently they're under occupation, but we're not hearing about the death toll. But we're going to hear about the death toll once they leave, if they ever leave. With Nazi Germany, we had no idea what the fuck was happening. We had no fucking clue. Like, we had a clue, people were reporting it and shit, but most people were denying that it was happening. And this is, on top of all the rest of this shit. Dnipro, there was a rocket that blew up an airport in Dnipro and Dyansk, that's occupied. Yahidny, 20 was killed in Yahidny. Odessa's been struck by missiles twice. Lutsk, the airport was mostly destroyed. Frankivsk, the military airfield was destroyed. Kyiv, there was, struck by missiles. It wasn't occupied. Bucha, 410 civilians were killed. Putin lied. He said he wasn't going to kill civilians, but killed a shit ton of civilians in Bucha. Kramatorsk, 57 were killed in a missile attack, including 5 kids. Ener Holdar, that's occupied. The deputy mayor is abducted. Protest was violently suppressed. Kherson is still occupied. No humanitarian aid. No telling what's happening in Kherson. Odessa, struck with airstrikes twice. Blew up an oil and gas refinery. Mariupol, carpet bombed. Corpses are carpeting the streets. Over 20,000 dead. And that's what I got. Mykolaiv, 12 killed in a government building. 7 missiles were launched in Mykolaiv and 12 killed. In Bucha, there was the old woman was talking about how they killed her only son and now she's got nobody. So R.I.P. Oleksiy Kostenko. Also, R.I.P. Viktor Shevchenko. Just a name I remembered. It makes me wonder if it was Ina's relative. So, there's a little bit of a update. A general update, but Izyum. Izyum is still under occupation. So, if they all left, we're going to find 410 dead bodies lying here and there. And then they're fucking sneaky as fuck. They're like, if they can't burn and destroy the bodies, they'll try to bury them and try to hide them so you won't find them, right away. But they are burning them. They are getting rid of the bodies. So, fuck.